Good evening, Amplify fans. Welcome back to the set of Game Day live from the Inglewood Church of God. Are you ready to be here tonight? There's been a lot of exciting action this week, and we want to get you caught up. But first, I want to turn to my colleagues. To my left, we have the great Jay Billis and the legendary Dick Vitale to my right. Fellas, is there anything that stood out this week to you all?
Well, Reese, I think right off the bat you got to hand it to a couple of unknown teams. You got Lehigh, a little-known Norfolk State. They ruined so many brackets this week because they elevated the game. They had upsets over Duke and Missouri. Now let's take a look at some of the highlights we witnessed from these kids. But before we do that, remember, follow Jay Billis at Jay Billis.
South Regional in Greensboro, Lehigh coach Brett Reed expecting a battle against Mike Krzyzewski's Duke Blue Devils. But it was Lehigh that came out strong. C.J. McCollum with the steal, takes it all the way, and the Mountain Hawks jump out to a three-point lead, and then McCollum, super crossover. Lehigh clinging to a 23-21 lead. But at the other end, Duke freshman Austin Rivers knocks down the three ball. First of the game for Duke, which started 0 for 9. Devils led 30-28 at the break, second half. McCollum says take that, hits the three. Lehigh on a 15-5 run out to a 5-point lead. But Duke working the glass. Mason Plumlee, the offensive board and the foul. He would miss the free throw. Duke back on top, 48-47. The Mountain Hawks down a bucket. Mackie McKnight hits the three, 50-49. Duke's Tyler Thornton turns it over, but gets it right back. Mason Plumlee throws it down. The Devils are within three, but that man, C.J. McCollum, he finished with 30, Lehigh by 5, and then John Adams all the way. Lehigh up 7 under 2 minutes to play. Lehigh breaking the press here. How did he get all alone? Gabe Knutson gave the Mountain Hawks a 67-59 lead, but not over yet. Rivers is fouled from behind the arc. He made 2 of the 3 free throws. It was a 3-point game. Lehigh, however, breaks the pressure again. Jordan Hamilton seals the deal. The Mountain Hawks get their first ever NCAA tournament win, 75-70. A 2-up sets of 15 for the second time on Friday. Omaha, 15-seed Norfolk State with the wingspan to give 2-seed Missouri problems first half. Norfolk's Kylo Quinn in the paint and the foul. He had 14 points at the half. Norfolk came to play up 37-36. The second half, both teams on fire. Mizzou's Michael Dixon knocks down the three-pointer. He had 22 in the game, 52-49 Missouri. At the other end, Norfolk State's Chris McEachin, the three-pointer of his own, retake the lead, 54-52. Down 1, O'Quinn, the tough baseliner, gets it to go, 62-61 Spartans. Michael Dixon answers with the three. It was a battle of threes. Missouri on top, 64-62. And then Pendarvis Williams from behind the arc. He had 20 in the game, 69-68. Norfolk State not going away. On Missouri's end, Phil Pressey, the three. He had 20. Missouri up 4, feeling good about it, but not so fast. Kylo Quinn off the mark. Rodney McCauley, the tip-in, 74-73 Spartans. McEachin hits the three-pointer. It was 79-75. He had 20 in the game, but Missouri ties it from the free throw line. Norfolk State's Kylo Quinn, the tip-in off the miss, plus the foul, 26 in the game, up 3. It was a 4-point lead. Final 15 seconds, Pressey hits the long three, and the Tigers are within a point. It was a 2-point lead for Norfolk State. McCauley misses the second free throw, but Missouri can't grab the rebound. Jump ball. Norfolk State has possession. Now Kylo Quinn would get fouled and miss both free throws. Second one right here, and his miss gives the Tigers a chance as they call timeout. Missouri sets it up. Pressey for the win. Would not go. And the Spartans pull off the shocker.
baby. What a story, Jay. Absolutely no doubt about it. There were a couple with glass slippers that found their match this week. What a Cinderella story. I love it when the no-namers stun the world.
Dick Vitale, I love it when you talk about a Cinderella story. So let's focus on that whole concept this week about a Cinderella story, gentlemen. We see every year that a team comes out of nowhere to do the unthinkable. What exactly does it take for a team to rewrite history at that level, Jay?
Well, Reese, it's going to sound crazy, but the idea of a Cinderella story goes all the way back to the Bible. And it comes from the story of David and Goliath in 1 Samuel 17. A young boy defeated a mammoth of a man. Even after he won the victory, no one knew who he was. They said, "Who is this kid and who is his father?" And no one knew the answer. He was an unknown that brought confidence to the battle and changed history.
Little David, baby. Prime-time player. Young man drained the shark right between the giant's eyes. Doesn't get any better than that, does it, Reese?
No question, gentlemen. Our hats are off to Lehigh and Norfolk State tonight for writing their own story. I know Pastor Kyle has some more information on how our fans tonight can become Cinderella stories themselves. I can't wait to see the unknowns in our youth ministry that are going to write the future stories of their schools and communities. From this week's Game Day Live edition, for Jay Billis and the legendary Dick Vitale, I'm Reese Davis. Good night.
Twitter @JBillis.